Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. So if you're like me, a lot of times you get a piece of wood that is not flat and it's too big for the equipment you have. For me, this happens more on big slabs than anything else. Something small like this, I would just get a hand plane out and do it. So for the sake of this video, we're going to pretend this piece of wood is much larger. I'm the first to admit the drum sander is the wrong tool for flattening a large board. But sometimes, man, you just don't have any choices. So I'm going to go ahead and move the camera over here a little bit closer and show you how I build a sled and how I get this flat at the drum sander. Okay, so this is an older sled that I had laying around that I used at some point, and I often keep these around just because they come in handy. It's easy to bust off the little keepers that I have on there. They're only held on with CA glue, and reconfigure it for the next piece I want to use this for. So, and that's really what I have here. I have a little shim down here in the bottom, and all I'm using is these contractor door shims. Man, I use these all over the shop, so I always keep a box on hand. So all we're going to do is go ahead and get our board set on here, and I like to put it against the backstop and get it in here and get it stable. And I know that this one's going to need just a little bit off of that end, so I'll just bust that off and get that up under there. I also need some additional pieces because I like to stop on both ends. So while I've got the CA glue out, I will go ahead and get these all buttoned down. Okay, now that I've got my board good and stable in my jig, I always take a pencil and mark the top. And I mark it really well because this is how you judge your progress to make sure that you're flat. This will also point out any low spots you might have in the middle, or whichever the case may be. Now I'm suspecting I'm a little bit high in this corner and a little bit high in this corner, but we'll know more as we get it through the drum sander. Okay, so now that we're all set up at the drum sander, I'm going to go ahead and run this through. I'm going to turn my dust collection on so you're not going to be able to hear me. And I'll make very small passes until all my pencil marks are gone. And I'm going to clean that 80 grit paper that I have on here between every pass. Okay guys, so there it is. Now that I've got that side nice and flat, and it is good and flat, now if this were a larger slab, I could just turn this over. I don't need the sled anymore. Run it on the other side and get this side flat. In this case, this board is small enough. I'll just take it over and run it through the planer and make this side flat. I will use the pencil to make sure that I can judge my progress as we go. So I hope that helps you out on what I do with my little sleds and the use of CA glue and these shims and all that good stuff. So until the next time, take care, guys.